Welcome back to Positive Life. Happy 2022. It's a new year to start new habits, break old habits, do things differently. Because sometimes when you reflect back to the past, back to a time when you were trying to heal from a bad relationship, or your friends betrayed you, or you had a falling out with your family, the things that we hold on to become our weaknesses. They block us, and then we start setting imaginary barriers around us, and then we think we can't do something. That we start doubting, we start overthinking, we stop believing. We don't think that we're capable of doing things because we think that there's too much competition, that why try. If I don't have a guarantee to do something, then why do it? Because I'm not going to make it. I'm just wasting my time and energy. If you start talking like that, then you're looking at your dream like a business, like you're serving numbers. You're not giving your passion, that you're not giving your time and your energy and giving that effort because you enjoy it. You're looking at it as numbers, as like I have 24 hours in a day, so like why am I going to waste time on something that I only want because I want to impress people. I want people to see my worth and my value. But if we reprogram our minds to think differently, to look at the things that we love to do, like we love to travel, we could love to go hiking. Some of us do like to go to the gym and work out, or go walking, running, whatever makes you happy, because you're getting the results that you want, not what other people want for you, not what you're trying to do to get compliments, or for people to notice you at your job or at school, because you want them to say something nice. Like if you're a guy, you want a girl to say, "You're good looking," or like, "Whoa, you're really handsome." Or if it's a girl, you're like, "You're really beautiful. You're super hot," and like, "Wow." I mean, those things are temporary because maybe you don't see that person again. They said something, but those are things that you should know inside you. If you're looking for compliments and you're fishing for compliments, or you're using self-pity to say, like, "I don't look good, I'm below average," when you know that you feel that you could be above average, but you're trying to fish for those compliments, then you're gonna get into a system of always looking at ways to get compliments out of people that you want to compliment you. And sometimes people could be there to support us. They show up, they do everything for us, they care about us, they believe in us, they have shown everything, and then we could just toss them away like some old socks, some old underwear, like, like whatever. And then we could start thanking all the new people that we want in our life because we think, okay, they're a better fit for us. And now they're in our life and they're a better fit. And now we can look good. Now we could be walking on some red carpet. We could be out there at these shows, even though we're not part of it. We're not part of the success of what we're watching. That because we're there, we think that we could be more important than we really are. That we start to fake our success and believe that we're something we are not, because we need to be what we want to portray out there. We need to be that because it makes us feel better, because there are voids inside. There are deep voids, and they could go back to childhood. They could go back to a time when we wanted people to notice us. We wanted people to see us. We wanted people to support us. And then sometimes when you go after dreams, people say you can't do it. Sometimes you want to do the things that people say that you can't do. But if we're just doing it for other people, if we're like wanting to work out, to get fit, to look better for other people. If we're out there trying to eat healthy and trying to, broadcast like all our, success or all the places we go or what we can do, then we start to need that validation of, I need people to see me. I need people to embrace me. But not in a way that it's good, it's in an unhealthy way. It becomes toxic. Because then all we're doing is living for other people. And then we're not really living our dream because we're not focusing on what we're best at doing. We are looking at ways to impress people by trying to do everything, trying to do 100 different things because we think that people see us, that we're so talented and we're so gifted and that we're skilled at doing so many things, then they're going to give us compliments and say you're smart, you're amazing and all that, and it's going to make you feel better, but it's not going to solve the long-term problem. That it's not going to go to the root. It's not going to build like self-love from within, inner happiness, inner peace, the things that you could do for yourself. You know that sometimes when people come to you and they have a lot of problems and they never want to fix it, and all they do is just keep coming at you with the problem after problem, and they want you to feel sorry for them or they want you to take their sides, but you know that they are their own problem. And the only way to fix that sometimes is to just let them go. Say the things that you need to say at the times that you can say it and don't have any regrets, and say it because you are helping them for the long term. Because if you continue to enable them and they keep coming back and you're like, man, like I'm angry at that person for doing that to you, and why do people treat you that way? You're so amazing. If you start thinking like that and you start to enable people when they keep coming back with their problems, then you're not going to help them. You're hurting them, because then they need someone to prop them up, to say, no, they're wrong, you're right. They're horrible, and you're great. So don't get into that system. And sometimes when we want something, we want a relationship so bad that we'll do anything for them. We say all these things and we say too much. So this is for people that want to get into a new relationship and maybe had a bad relationship, or things didn't work out, they didn't get what they wanted, needed, desired. Is that sometimes, when you're watching movies and they kind of release a little at a time. So they start off with the setup, or maybe they're already into the conflict already. Like that, we're not watching them from birth. We're not watching them from the beginning of the problem. Like they're already in the problem. They're already struggling. There's a lot of challenges. They hate their job. Like it's all there in the setup. Whether the story starts later on, they always say in the middle. So in the middle is like it's starting with the problem of it. That they're already in the problem. It's like if you're going to go to the beach, and then you have to get all your stuff. And you have to get like your chairs, your towels, and you get the dog and treats and water and drinks. But what if you start off that you're already at the beach and there's already a problem? There's a disagreement, there's a fight or something. Then you're starting in the middle. And sometimes you can exit before, like you start in the middle and then you have the story, like beginning, middle, end for that particular scene. And there's usually a goal for that scene. So that's like life, is that sometimes we do things and we don't know why we do them. But they happen often when we are trying to heal. Someone hurt us, another person hurt us, another person hurt us, and then we start to have trust issues. We start to not be able to trust because then there's a pattern, is that we might be surrounding ourselves with people that continue to hurt us. They could abuse us, physically abuse us, psychologically abuse us. They could manipulate you. They could do certain things. Imagine doing a lot of things for someone, being there for them, and then they tell you that you're all these things, all these negative things that they used to say about other people. Now they're telling you that you are that person, because they don't want to take personal responsibility for the way that they were acting. So it's easier for them to run away and leave something and to say, you're the bad guy, you didn't do anything for me, I did all these things for myself, I fought for myself, I don't owe you anything. Even though that you were there, and they said, you're the only one that believes in my dream, you're always supporting me, you're always positive, and that you're always there for me. And then when you have a falling out, you were never nothing, you were nobody, you are no one that I could thank, that I can remember, that I will forget you. And people do that is because they lack like empathy. They think that they might be an empath, that they care about people, they have compassion, but they lack empathy, that they don't really care, that they could do things on the snap, like a snap of a finger, and just leave something and not have any emotional connection. Is because they're looking out for themselves. They're looking at ways to get what they want, but what they want is for the wrong reasons. It's not because they want to like change the world or inspire people, motivate people. They want to broadcast that out there. They want to send those signals out there that they're inspiring people, that they're motivating people, but the real reason is that they need it from within to feel better about themselves. They need those accolades, those accomplishments. They need that success. They need people to see that they're famous, that they're popular, that people give them attention, and they need people to compliment them. They need people to embrace them, to accept them, to praise them. But the moment that someone comes into like their comments and they start to say something negative, or it could be something that's the truth, because you know how the truth hurts. Like sometimes we know the truth about things, and sometimes we don't take action. We don't take serious actions to fix it. So if somebody says something that could be the truth, then they could say that they're haters, and they could be, upset about it, because you could hear 1,000 compliments, but that when that one negative thing comes in, that we could view as negative, it could actually be something that's positive. Then we know that could hurt us. That you're not good enough to live your dream. You're not as pretty as you think. You're not as good looking as you think. Like, why are you modeling? You're too short, or you don't have what it takes to do something. It's like people are gonna bring you down, but what if the people come and say like, you know what, you don't focus on things. You don't give your best effort, and all you do is just jump around all over the place doing all these things that you want to be good at, but then you're really good at certain things. So you have to recognize those things. So until next time, value yourself, respect yourself, love yourself.